Hello, my beautiful Aries. Honest Am here, the creator of the Honesty Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another monthly empowerment read where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlemagne of God, it will not stop me. How are you doing today, Aries? We're going to go ahead and get right into it. Angel number 26. God, what messages do you have for my beautiful Aries to become the alchemists of their lives, to help bring heaven on earth, or just to do magic in public? God, what messages do you deem worthy for them to hear at this time? Please deliver them to me and through me as clear as possible. If there are any potential obstacles, roadblocks, or manifestations on the way, please let us know how that we can get to it. In God's name I pray, Ashe. All right, angel number 101. Guys, make sure you check out the description box below. There are always additional messages as well as information about me and honestlysis.com. Also, guys, if you like this video, if it touched you in any way, please give me a thumbs up. If you really fuck with it, go ahead and give me your key takeaways down below. And if you really fuck with me, make sure you subscribe so you never miss out. All right. Ooh. So, Aries, this month of February is all going to be, angel number 130 is going to be all about your solar plex, which is right here. That's the most powerful chakra for anybody, man or woman. The solar plex is what houses our power. With solar plex is where we get our confidence for. Remember, it's also where we get our gut instincts. So remember, if you ever feel something, you're like, oh, I just feel it in my gut. That's all about your solar plex. And so the overall your overall focus is going to be about dissipating. And dissipating is all about just kind of like sitting on the sidelines of life. It's about just kind of like watching life go by. This card is all about you talking about the life that you want to lead, but you're not really walking that talk. Like you're just okay with being this old woman and sitting and watching life go by. If you are at that, or if you are in a place in your life where you're like, I'm tired of talking about it and I want to be about it, then this message is for you, because underneath this is enlightenment. And so I feel like what God is saying is that you've been sitting on the sidelines for a long time, or you've just been kind of watching life go by, watch all your friends live their life, accomplish their goals. You know, people did the body challenges. You've always wanted to do it. People have visited places you always wanted to go, but you just have not done it. And I feel like this month, or maybe this message is coming to you for you to just be like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to go get mine. And so that's what your month of February is going to be all about, but don't take my word for it. Angel number 255, we're going to get some more information about dissipating and enlightenment. We know that this is all about exploring our thought process. And so the dissipating card is all about allowing gentle flight to your thoughts. Canary yellow supports the creativity and daydreaming. Recognize the difference between a daydream and a well thought out plan is key, as creativity must be free from its cage. So what God is saying is that if you've been thinking about doing things for a very long time, it's time to stop thinking about it. Now it's time to do an action. If you're waiting for everything to fall in line and for everything to be perfect and the money to come in and a boyfriend to be there, you think it's never going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, you just have to kind of just go. And I promise you, you have everything that you need on the inside to make whatever reality or whatever dream that you're trying to bring about. God is saying, you take the first step towards your dream. Watch me rush in and catch you. You see this card? There's literally a little boy. So, which again, I feel like this is God. You're trusting the voice on the inside. You're doing what love you. You're allowing joy and fun and creativity to lead you. And then you have a meeting with destiny. All right, let's get some more information about this enlightenment card, though. The opportunity to make an enlightened decision is inherent in Topaz. A journey of true destiny is the vibrational energy here. Regal gold and earthly brown mixes to create something spectacular. Your experience will guide others. So what God is saying, instead of you sitting on the sidelines watching somebody IG channel, instead of you supporting somebody going to their, career launch, their album opening, God is saying, put that energy in yours. Stop watching life go by. You want the help, you want the guidance. Oh my God, with Quest, angel number 444. So God is saying, this is for you. He just wants you to get on this roll. When you get on the roll, when you take that first step, the whole universe is rushes to catch up to get the other one. So that's why God is saying, God said, I can't help you as you're sitting on the sideline of life. I can't help you if you're just going to keep talking about it and you're not going to be about it. He said, be about it. Be about your action this month and watch me fuck your life up, okay? All right, let's hear this message about dissipating. Canary, a pet bird, has a wonderful action. Canary, a pet bird. I am more than I think I am. Angel number 521. Canary, a pet bird, has a wonderful idea for an action movie starring his own owner, Mrs. Robinson. They frequently discuss the exciting plot with friends and family. But when they are given money to make the screenplay a reality, Canary and Mrs. Robinson chooses to go on a cruise instead. For the rest of their lives, they talk about their great story and exist in fantasy, not reality. Beware of being imprisoned by the stories you tell. Do you intend to do what you say you will do? A lack of planning does not indicate misfortune. Am I doing what I say? So God is saying you have to be about it. It's not enough for you to keep talking about it. He's asking you to put your money where your mouth is. And I just really get that message very strongly. Angel number 606, what God is saying is you put your money where your mouth is, your life will start to come into balance. You will start to feel better because you are consciously taking control of your life and going in the direction of your dreams. Last message before we start getting into these cards. If I seek peace, I must embrace my fears. Topaz is a renowned spiritual teacher. People travel to hear his wisdom. He is journeying up a mountain to seek private counsel with the great servant when a young boy stops him. The boy asks, if enlightenment is to be found in my own mind, how do I get there? The moment before he disappears into the mist, Topaz replies, through your fears. So what God is saying is what did we just say? If enlightenment is to be found in my own mind, how do I get there? He's saying through your fears. A lot of you guys are afraid to really act on some of these ideas because you're afraid of what if people don't understand this movie? What if people don't get my music? What if I don't reach the dreams or reach the plateaus that I think that I'm supposed to reach? And I say to you, how can you ever reach it if you don't even try? So what God is saying, face your fears. Go on this thing to realize your life, and that's where the enlightenment come from. You think that's why I'm not gonna say it, but you think you have to go to India to have enlightenment? You think you have to have an eat, love, pray? No, you have to do it today. You have to do the things that make you nervous. For me, I'm scared. For me, I had this fear of being alone for so long. I wanted friends. I wanted that. I didn't want to look like a loser. I didn't want to go out in the world and, have dinner by myself and people are like, oh my God, look at that lonely girl. But I had to realize, for one, people don't be paying that much attention to you. You are not as important as you think you are. People are so absorbed in their own life and their own thing and their own mind that they're not paying no attention to you. I was waiting, sitting on the sideline, talking about all the angel number 811, talking about all the places I wanted to visit, all the things I want to do, all the concerts I want to go. And when I didn't have a friend to accompany with me, I wouldn't do it. Until I got to this place where I was like bitter. And I was just like, I don't understand. And I realized, girl, you waiting for somebody to come out, give you this invitation, help you go on this quest, but only I can do it. And so I made my first decision that for my 32nd birthday, my change year, I'm going to do a change. And I'm taking myself on my first solo vacation. And I'm going to keep doing that. Because I know I feel better when I travel. I know I can work better when I have something to look forward to. You're so miserable because you don't have shit. Your day is just it's the same thing day in and day out. And you're looking for this miracle or for somebody to come bless you, angel number 911, and God's saying nobody can bless you until you decide that you're going to step up and take an active role into your life. That's how you get enlightenment. That's how you become the alchemist of your life. You take conscious control over it. Last message. At this time, your journey is more important than your destination. So God is saying, just get fucking started. Remember, if you face your fears, you will grow stronger. Relief awaits. My personal thought always drive my choices. How can I heal my thoughts to heal myself? How can you heal your thoughts to heal yourself? I hear God saying, you change the way that you think about yourself. You do those sleep hypnosis tracks, things that I've been saying on here. You do those morning pages. I say them because they work. It's true. You can't do those affirmations for 2 minutes in the morning and then have a whole bunch of negativity. It cancels the shit out. It's no point, right? God, how can you get my Aries to start to participate in life, to not just talk about the things that they want to do, but to take active action steps and stand in their power? How can they take control of their life, God? How can they face their fears so that they can get to that enlightenment and all the things that they truly desire? I hear God saying you are blocking yourself from realizing your dreams. All right, guys. Final shuffle. Make it as plain as possible. You are your biggest block. Because you're comfortable with just talking. You are your biggest block. Because you're more comfortable with talking about it instead of being about it. Yep. Wow. Wow. The information. Come on, God. I'm loving how you going into March. Okay. So God is saying, you dissipating, you said that this is your focus. God is saying, right now, this is your attitude. You are just sitting in life, and that's why you're not able to have a new cycle. That's why you're not able to have the things that you deserve. That's why you keep feeling this depression and this blindness, because you are just sitting. You have not taken control of your life. You have not become an active participant. So what God is telling you, this message is here because God is asking you to take control of your life so that you can start to go into a new cycle. How do you take control of your life? How do you start going through a new cycle? You go through a new cycle by learning to, set boundaries. Say what you mean, say what you mean and mean what you say is what I hear when I see this card. God is saying, if you want to create a movie, then you should be doing things to help you create that movie. You should be talking, speaking, moving in a way to support your dreams. Anybody who is saying, oh, that's not for you, or any activity that does not align to what your end goal is, you cut it out. That's how you start going on a new cycle. God said you have to create a vision for your life. Right now, you don't even have a vision for your life. Right now, you're just so focused on what everybody else is doing, what everybody else have, that you haven't even figured out what the fuck your Ten of Cups is, what makes you happy, what will bring you into union. So how can you ever have it if you don't even know what you want? Angel number 13. So God is saying, start thinking about what is your ultimate vision. The thing that I had to consider, I was in a 7-year relationship. And I knew from the moment that I met this guy that he was going to be in my life for a long time. I wanted him to be my husband. Like, I knew it. I saw it. I got a flash of it in vision. And I was just like, this is going to be my husband. And I did all of these things to try to hold on to make him my husband, to try to make him this way. Knowing that neither one of us was in the headspace to even think about marriage and kids. But because people were around me getting married, because people were around me having babies, I would look at my relationship and I would say, it's not enough. I would look at my man and say, you're not doing enough. You don't love me enough. Instead of looking at what other people have and using it as inspiration, I was looking at what other people have and killing my own situation, putting my own situation down because I want what they wanted, what they had. Angel number 1404. But recently I was listening to the Portia For Real podcast. Y'all, I am drinking the Portia Williams Kool-Aid, okay? I'm a fan. Girl, come on, call me. Anyways, we can, no, for real. If anybody find Portia or if Portia's interested, I'll do some tarot reading for you and Mama and Lauren. Come on. But anyways, so I was listening to Portia, and why I like her is because I just relate to her so much. Like, it's just something about her that I just really connect to, and I just really feel a genuineness about it. And she was just talking about how she used to, the same thing. She got of a certain age and she would see people around her and she would, want it and all that stuff. And then one day somebody said to her, like, what if right now you snap your fingers and you got that person man and you got that house and you get that job. What if you can do that? Think about that. And Portia was like, yeah, you wouldn't even want it. The people that I was seeing get married, and I'm not no dissing to nobody mates or anything, but I ain't trying to marry that type of nigga. Like I don't want I'm not gonna call him a lame, but I just know there's a certain type of man that I want. There's a reason why I was so attracted to my partner. There's a reason why, because he has this idea of what I see in a mate. And instead of just nurturing and cultivating what the fuck we had, I killed it. So I feel like what God is saying, what you're doing right now, with you taking active participation, he's saying, yeah, you see the stuff that other people is doing, use it as inspiration. Don't try to compare yourself or wish that you were there. He's saying, take the step of where you are now. Start taking baby steps. Start walking in the direction, speaking, moving, creating boundaries in the direction of your dreams. Then you can start a new cycle. Then you can come into full alignment. Again, all these cards were reversed except for the King of Swords. Because what I feel like is that you are one of them type of people that's just loud and wrong. You're the type of person, oh my God, it's reminding me of my mama. Like just somebody who always, oh, when I win the lottery, I'm going to get this. When I do this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to Paris. I'm going to do this. But ain't got no action steps, no planning, no tangible effort to even try to make that come about. She's happy just talking about it. Me and my brother, we are not. Which is so crazy to me. So again, I'm not saying this to judge you or anything, but I'm telling you, that's why you're not getting what you want. Because you're just talking about it. You talk about it too goddamn much. This is the only card that was upright. So what God is saying, to get yourself in a new cycle, to get yourself where you ultimately want to be, create the boundaries in the direction of your dream. Figure out what's your 10 of cups, what will bring you happiness, and this will bring you into balance. Until you know what you want, until you start actually moving towards the direction of towards your dreams, you're never going to get the love and the companionship that you ultimately desire. You up there, oh, look at her. She got a husband and she ain't like this. She ain't like this. You just sitting on your goddamn couch strolling on IG. Ain't making no steps to try to bring some love in your life. You're not even happy with you. So how you gonna bring in another? You're not even one with yourself. So how can you bring in another? You can't, right? What God is saying, to get this enlightenment, it's time to do the work. It's time to put your head down and just do the work. Take the baby steps. What is this? We see this is 8 coins. This is abundance. God is saying, I'm trying to get you to abundance. I'm trying to get you to enlightenment. I'm trying to get you to where your intuition is leading you. To where you know that you have everything you need inside of you to go on this quest. He's trying to get you here, and these are the steps to make it happen. To change the way that you're working and the way that you're carrying yourself. God is saying, put your head down. One step after another. Angel number 1818. You do one thing, another thing. Look, he's doing this one at a time. By the time you look up, you're going to realize, oh shit, I'm here. I'm at my alignment. I'm at my destiny. I'm on my quest. I am the queen. I am the high priestess. One step at a time. That's all you got to do. All right. God, what happens for my beautiful Aries? Just give us like one tool that we can use to really just come off the sidelines and take power in our life. What happens if we begin to speak and move in the direction of our dreams, not just sitting on the sidelines? What if we create a vision for our life, start working towards that vision, start working towards bringing our masculine and feminine side into balance? What if we ignore everything that is going on the outside and just work on putting one foot in front of the other, work towards our own path of enlightenment? What quest does this take us on? How do we get to the high priestess? How can we get to the life of our dreams? Give us the courage, give us a tool to step into our destiny, God. Make it as plain as possible. All right. God is... I love God. Enter 1940. I can't tell stories of shortages and experience abundance. I can't tell stories of shortages and experience abundance. Love ain't for me. Niggas ain't shit. All these niggas ain't this. Only hoes win. Yeah, you right. Only hoes win. Yeah, you right. Only evil people prevail. You can't tell stories of shortages and experience abundance. God, what are you trying to tell us? Continuing to tell stories of shortages only continues to contradict your desires for abundance. That's why this came out reverse. And you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus on unwanted and receive wanted. Look at that. You cannot focus on unwanted and receive wanted. This is the card that came out. God, talk your shit, please. You cannot focus upon stories about money that makes you feel uncomfortable and allow it into your experience. Look at this. This is what came out. A different story will bring a different result. Look at this. Stories of shortages and lack. You're not going to experience it. You're not going to bring it in. How do you bring it in? Speak truth. Speak power. Put a direction on that. Put a path in that. Put a dream, a vision in that. It'll bring you into balance. You cannot focus upon stories about money that makes you uncomfortable and allow into your experience what makes you comfortable. A different story will bring a different results. My thoughts are the basis for the attraction of all the things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money and health for my comfort and joy. God is saying, speak different. Speak different. Move different. Be different. Trust yourself. Don't worry about what's going on in the inside and watch your life change. The last card that I want you guys to focus on and to think about is, what do I want and why do I want it? You get the essence of what you think about, whether you want it or not. What I told you again, focusing on the wrong thing, sitting on the sidelines, it doesn't help you. Whether you want it or not, because the law of action, you get the essence of what you want. I'm going to read it all. When you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself, what is it that I do want? You'll begin a gradual shift into telling the story of a new story and into a much improved point of attraction. When you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself what it is you do want, you begin a gradual shift into telling a new story, into a new, much improved point of attraction. You get the essence of what you want, what you think about, whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is inherently consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now, you are also telling the story for future experiences that you are creating. This message, Aries, is so fucking plain and clear. God is saying, stop speaking death over your life. Speak life into yourself. And once you start speaking life, thinking life, feeling better, feeling love, you can bring about the change that you desire. But you can't do it. I think I've been saying this a lot, and I'll say it again. Your problem and your problem and your solution is on two different frequencies. It's time to change. All right, God, what happens for my beautiful, beautiful Aries if they take the guidance of this message? I can pivot under any and all conditions. Remember what I was telling you guys again. Sleep hypnosis tracks and morning pages is what you need to do. I've been saying, if you've been watching these videos, please go look at one of my daily videos because I break all of that down. When I hear somebody saying, but what is it? Sleep hypnosis tracks, you can find them here on the YouTube. Morning pages is a Julia Cameron technique that I have adopted to start using in healing. It's doing free form thinking. You write every morning 3 pages. No, it's a string of thought. It doesn't have to make sense. You just put the information down. I use this as a healing technique. So instead of just thinking about anything, I want you to think about your life. Whatever comes to mind about your childhood, just put it all down. You can do that for 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks. Go back over that, highlight all your shoulda, coulda, wouldas. That will let you know where all of your experience, all your shortages is, where your limiting beliefs is. Once you can identify that, you can work to change it. There you go. I gave it to you, even though I didn't want to. All right, God. What happens if my beautiful Aries start to do those sleep hypnosis tracks to change those negative thought those negative thought patterns? What if they started to focus on their vision? What if they really put this time and effort and attention into telling themselves a better story to bring their stuff in balance? What if they ignore all of the things that are going on the outside? What comes for them, God? Make it as plain as possible. Angel number 2452. One card, please. As plain as possible. One card. Last shuffle, God. One more. You win. One more. One card. One more shuffle. There we go. Signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusion will soon disappear. Remember, I told you guys you were going into your March, becoming a high priestess, going on this quest. So what God is saying, to wrap it all up, if you take the advice of this video and start taking control of your thoughts, you start doing those sleep hypnosis tracks, morning pages, to really start thinking about those stories of abundance. Those stories of shortages that you constantly tell yourself. If you start to tell yourself a better story, if you start to speak and move in a way in the directions of your dreams, it will bring you into complete harmony and balance, and you will be able to bring all of the abundance and the wealth that you have and all of those signs and guidance that you need. You'll be much more clear. You'll be able to follow your intuition and your intuition and your natural creative urges and desires. All you have to do is change the thoughts that are circling in your mind and take control of your mind and stand in your power. The mind is nothing but a badass kids that got all this information. It's nothing but a badass kid storage container, programmed as a storage container. So meaning anything that come up in your life, anything that trigger you, it's only triggering you because your mind is going in that file cabinet and pulling it up and saying, oh bitch, we did this before and this is what came out. When you're starting to do something new, when you're starting to go on this quest of your dreams, it's going to bring up a lot of fear, but it's only bringing up fear because you are doing something new. So God is saying, go get your property, get your birthright, get those things that are meant for you. Go on your quest so that you can get the enlightenment and reach your dreams. And all your heart's desires. Okay, I'm done talking. Angel number 27. If you made it to the end of this message, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me your key takeaways. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Namaste, Aries. Please, please, please do the work to change your thought process. And I promise the enlightenment and becoming an alchemist will be so much closer in your reach. All right, bye.